Hey guys, it's Toby Paints again with another tutorial. This is a drawing from one of my calendar series, and it is of the Northern Lights in black and white. I'll be using the black charcoal pencil, and I have one that has a darker pigment. This one has the lighter pigment, and I'm using it to draw the cliff edges, basically the outlines of the elements of my picture that I need to find. And then I'm just drawing in where the water will be meeting those cliff edges. And I'll also be using a white of pastel and also a white charcoal pencil, and also I'll be using a charcoal stick. The charcoal stick will be for depositing as much pigment as possible, but it gives us a light gray finish after you've blended it out. So that's why I'll be going over it with my darker charcoal pencil. So here I'm just outlining and defining the shape of my lighthouse. So that's my little lighthouse at the cliff edge, and now that's my darkest pencil, charcoal pencil, and it has more of a controlled deposit. It doesn't spread all over and cause a mess like the charcoal stick. And then I'm using it to just create a barrier for when I go in with my charcoal stick, because like I said, it gets quite messy, but this one has more of a controlled pigment, a darker, deeper one. So I'm creating just that barrier, and also just darkening my lighthouse. So I'm just going around there on the perimeter of where the water meets the cliff edges, and then I'm going to go in with that soft, as you can see, the soft charcoal stick is more messy. That's why I created that border to control how it deposits, but it gives more deposit. And as you can see, it's not as dark. It's a bit dark black, or like a light dark gray vibe. And then I use it to just also outline where I want the northern lights to go. And now I'm using the dark pigment. Can you see the difference now? It's way darker. And then now I'm drawing the water in where the water is, and I'm using my lighter charcoal pencil so that there's that variance and that differentiation to show that it's lighter along the water. Now I'm going in with that soft charcoal. I like to use it because it's more controlled and I can determine how much to deposit. I'm drawing out my shape for my northern lights there. Basically like a circle with a Y, and I'm just filling out the dark parts where it representing the sky, and the lighter parts is where the light is shining. And I'm just adding details. So basically you just leave sections that are going to be lighter, and you define the sections that are going to be darker. But right now I'm just sketching out all the details where they need to go using that soft charcoal stick. I have more control with it, and then I'm just using my finger, just blending lightly, and the picture's becoming more clearer as to what's happening, what's going on. And then I go in with my white soft pastel just to fill out those sections of my picture where I don't want the black to bleed out onto. As you can see now, there's a difference when I've applied that white, because it blends with the black, so it's giving sort of like a cool tone grayish white vibe, but I put it in so that those white sections are not overpowered by the black and the gray from the soft pastel. And I'm just interchanging using my fingers to blend here and there. And like I said, when you blend the softer charcoal, it's not very pigmented, so it'll give you like a gray finish. That's why I use the darker stick to then go over it, so the areas that I need to be jet black stay jet black. And now I'm just interchanging, defining the parts that need to be white, the parts that need to be gray, and just adding the colors and making my picture neater and starting to come together and look more realistic and look more like the northern lights. And then that section behind my lighthouse, I didn't add any color right up until the end because it's sort of the brightest part, and I just wanted to keep it as light as possible. And then also I'm using that sheet so that I don't mess up and have the colors bleed out from when I'm moving around. And then I added some white highlights in the water, and now I'm using an earbud to soften and blend and make the picture look a little bit more refined. And then I go in with my correction pen to draw in the light at the top of the lighthouse. And there we are done. Hope you enjoy and hope you try it out.